What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 28 of the Lipstick Nerds podcast. I'm your host, Nikki Powell, and joining me today from House Kane, Amanda Kane.
Ooh, fancy. Hi, guys.
Yeah. And from House Beach, Taryn Beach.
American States United! We
Woo!
beat Germany, people! We beat the Germans!
I know what day we're talking about when you said go America, so go America, woo!
Yay! Women's World Cup.
Oh, Women's World Cup. Soccer, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're going to the
okay.
finals. They're going to the finals.
As long as America's winning, I don't care if it's a sport I dislike immensely. That's okay.
Yeah,
So
we won.
if you couldn't tell from our introduction, we're going to be doing Game of Thrones tonight. So if you have not seen Game of Thrones up to the very, very ending of season 5, right? Season 5, then you should probably go away now because we will be spoiling.
I mean, don't go away forever. Just turn off the
For now. Right? Just finish what you have to do in Game of Thrones and then come back to us, right?
Right? Yeah, because we're gonna talk about all those thrones.
We're going to spoil the shit out of some Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
If you have questions, if you're watching live, you can tweet us, comments if you want to hang out, all that kind of stuff. So, what are we going to talk about first? We're going to talk about...
It's an excellent question.
We're going to go with the first question, not the first question, but yeah, let's go with the first question. So the first listener question we have is from Nathan Swisher at MelcorSC on Twitter. It says, what character do you wish had more screen time this season? I mean...
The reflex is to say Bran, right? Because he wasn't even in the show.
Because he was, never there, which is a topic a little later.
But considering the fact that, this show was, this season was just so much of, a whole lot of talking and not a lot of doing until the very end. I'm kind of I think it would have made it even, more lame and dragged the fuck out if that was the case. So, that said... Oh, God, I'm trying to find him. Who's the hunky dude?
Jon Snow.
No.
Jon Snow. I like how what's-her-face says his name. It's totally cute.
Dany's bodyguard.
Oh!
Dario, yeah. I wanted more Dario. I could have had more Dario in my life. How about that?
He's totally adorable. I'm down for that. A little more screen time. He should have come in earlier in the season. Or earlier in the whole series. Probably episode 1.
Yes.
I'm super down with that. No, I'm a big fan of Jon Snow, so I really wish he would have had a little more screen time, because the whole hot package he had going on with the Wildling. Yeah, but I still want him on screen more. They should have had more, deep cave hot tub scenes, because What's-Her-Face... Spoilers, if you hadn't heard in the beginning, we're spoiling. If What's-Her-Face hadn't have died... Yes, if she hadn't have died, they totally could have done more hot tub scenes, because that was really super hot, because he's adorable.
I'm just joking.
I loved it, though. I think he's adorable, so I wish he would have had more screen time.
I don't have one particular character, but I was super disappointed with the Sand Snakes, and I wish they had better screen time. Because I think they're awesome. Badass chicks.
They were pretty badass. I really liked them.
Yeah. Oh, that's the name of the group? That little, cabal of, badass girls? They're called
They're Oberyn's kids, yeah.
Yeah, they are pretty badass. I'm really great.
I don't know. I wish they did more fucking of shit up.
Wow.
I was going to say, wow, they didn't do much fucking
No, I didn't.
But, I
wasn't really known for that, and they didn't do That's funny. I like that last little stunt they pulled off, too. That was pretty sly.
The poison one?
Yeah.
That was saw that coming. I was just oh my God.
I didn't. I try not to think too far ahead of stuff because it spoils stuff for myself, And so G's read all the books, and I'm like, don't tell me anything. I don't care. No. Or, oh, okay, I get it. Or, if you figure it out, stop. Don't tell me what's going to happen. And so he just sat there and watched as I, everything unfolded in front of me. Every time there was, a moment, it was great. I loved it. So. All right, but this topic brings me to one of my questions. What the fuck happened to Bran? And where did he go? I don't understand it. He was there, then they saw a tree and something, I don't know. It's been so long, we haven't seen him for 3/4 of the season.
I don't remember what the last thing was that happened to Bran. Like, did they just... I know his friend died, right? They killed his friend, the warg, the other guy?
Yeah, to get away from, like, the dead that were coming out of the ground, and then they, like, went into that, they saw the tree, and then, like, some spirit thing, like, saved them. And that's, like, where it ended for them.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I remember. The last thing is like a tree. And all of the White Walkers.
Rumor has it is that, like, the book that season 5 kind of drew a lot of its source material from, right, is didn't really have a lot of Bran in it. So I guess in the next season, there's going to be a lot of Bran and whatever the fuck he's doing. So.
Speaking of Bran, what happened to his brother? Like, Rickon just poof, totally gone.
He had another brother?
Yeah, the
like, is that how long it's been that I haven't seen it, that I don't remember he had another brother?
He went away with, her name starts with a U. The lady, the wildling that they saved and used as, like, a handmaiden inside the house and stuff like that.
Oh, right. Right, yeah. Yeah, that's a good question.
And now they're just gone. No one knows where they went. And it's been like 3 seasons since we've seen them.
I don't know. There's so many characters in this. Like, I can only follow certain ones that I'm obsessed with. I just don't understand, like, what's happening with these people? I don't understand it.
Seriously, what is happening with these people? They need to get it together. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, how, like, shitty is it to be a Stark right now, though?
It's...
Well, you're either lost,
dead,
or you're blind.
Or you're broken.
Like,
disabled in some way, blind or can't walk, yeah.
So it really fucking sucks.
And that sucks because I love that whole family, and I'm like, of course, yes.
Oh, no,
yes.
wait. Whoa,
everyone that I love. He got everything he knows from Shonda Rhimes because Shonda Rhimes kills off everyone you know of on Grey's Anatomy. So, of course, everyone I love on Game of Thrones is just going to die.
Forgot one little caveat. Serially raped.
That too.
Yeah.
Dead, beaten, broken.
Aw, Taryn's gone.
Aw, Taryn. We just lost Taryn. We don't know where she went either. So.
She's a Stark. No.
How Stark lost another. Okay. Let's welcome Taryn back.
Whoa, I'm back. Sorry.
Whoa! Hey! Was that a foreshadow onto what's gonna happen to Jon Snow? Is he gonna die and then come back next season? I love it. He has to. He's too cute to not come back. Okay.
Oh my god. Oh wow. Like yeah, that was
That was
my internet security system was just like, hey, and then it was like, like closing all your network connections. And I was like, okay.
No bueno.
Okay.
I'm like recording on new internet. We just got internet set up in the house like 20 minutes before we started recording. So I'm like hoping that I got good internet. Like, this is the test. Like,
I'm in the middle of a thunderstorm.
Oh yeah, and Amanda's in the middle of a thunderstorm. So
we could all just like go dead. Everything would go black.
That'd be very Game of Thrones.
Right?
Yeah.
I liked it. We were setting up to record and everything, and all this thunder and lightning is going on in the background. I'm like, this nice ambiance music. And of course, it hasn't done it since we've started recording.
Nope.
Of course.
But I did get a warning for flash floods, so I'm assuming it'll start.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so talking about who's gone and who's dead and who's all that kind of stuff, we want to talk about who's actually dead and our death count that we have for the entire series, because it's ridiculous.
So many dead.
Like, I think every episode at least one person dies. Like, one person that we actually know.
Well, Maren Trant's dead.
Thank God.
Good.
I know, right?
She was murdering him, and as she was murdering him, I was like, yes! Yes! Kill them! Kill the bastard! And she was just like, you're a bad person. You want her to murder him. He's a bad person, okay? It's like when Joffrey choked to death. I was like, yes. Thank you.
No.
That was like a pause for celebration when Joffrey died.
Yeah, that was amazing. I was expecting more. It got spoiled for me pretty early on, so I was expecting something just a little more theatrical, and his face just looked so fake during that whole thing that it kind of threw it off for me. But it was a good moment.
It was.
So who do we have holy? Oh,
Do you have a list of dead people?
I was Googling the status of people on here and if they're dead or not. And there's a lot of people.
Dead. A lot of Starks dead, including Robb, Catelyn.
A lot of Targaryens dead.
All the Targaryens except for Dany.
Well, except for Daenerys, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that Stannis
now amongst the dead. Shireen.
That was a good one.
Rest her soul.
How can you remember all these names?
Stupid dog lady, whatever the fuck, that crazy bitch that wanted to shoot Sansa with an arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, that was awesome.
The one that wanted to sleep with what's-his-face?
Yeah, the one that was sleeping with Ramsay.
Yes, yeah. and then what's-his-face tossed her over. Yeah.
Yeah. She took the express elevator down to the ground floor.
Yeah, pretty quick draw too.
That shit was hardcore.
Yeah, no, that was like totally gross and awesome at the same time. Her head just went splat, okay?
They actually showed it too. I loved
Robert Baratheon. Oberyn is super mega dead.
Because I liked Robb. I thought he was going to be there for a while. There's no... Oh, okay. 133 on-screen deaths. And watch out, boys. 116 deaths of boys compared to just 17 female characters. That's pretty
Why don't we just get to the elephant in the room? And that is that Jon Snow is dead.
Jon Snow! No, he better not be dead.
No.
He's so dead.
No. I mean, he might be dead now, but he's not dead forever.
Do we have theories on how he's dead or not dead?
I'm going to go off of the exit interviews that he's been doing, and he's been telling everyone that the producers have told him, you're done. You're not coming back.
I think they told him that. They told everyone to... I don't know. They told him to tell everyone that. He's not dead.
I heard they told him that he's not coming back next season, which doesn't technically mean he's dead. It just means that Jon Snow will not be in next season.
Next season.
Because
but still maybe another season.
Right.
We haven't seen Rand or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what I think happened, is because Lady Melisandre
stupid twat.
Well, JK, I'm out of here, because she knows that Stannis is not the one true king, but he had to do all of that stuff so that Jon Snow could, rise up. And so she went back to Castle Black because she knew something was going to happen to him, and she needed to be there to resurrect him, because she's done it before. I mean, with all of her Lord of the Light shit. No. So I think that's why she bailed like halfway through. It's because she saw all this happening and was like, okay, but Stannis is not the one who is standing at the head of the army. It's Jon Snow. So I think that's why she left. Also, she's a bitch. But
fuck that bitch. Not a fan.
So I don't know. I'm thinking that. Well, who knows? Like maybe Dany and Jon Snow make really pretty babies together or something. Although Dario, dude.
Yeah, but Dario and Jon Snow have really similar characteristics, and they've got that gruffy facial hair and the kind of the long hair. I don't really like boys with long hair, but for some reason both of them pull it off pretty well.
Just Dario's a bit shorter though, I think.
I thought Jon Snow was shorter. I like how every conversation we have on this episode is going to come back to...
Whose hair looks better?
Hair's better. Who does? Okay, who's got the best hair on the show? Because there's some good hair on the show. Okay, Daenerys has got some badass braids. And then...
Okay, so we have to segregate them between, guy with best hair and then women with best hair. Because it's... I don't know if I can choose. I would say, Dany probably has the best hair.
I really like Marjorie Terrell's.
She does have great hair.
She's got some gorgeous hair, but
Yeah.
I think Daenerys has the best because I love that blonde, as you can tell. And I think it's just gorgeous.
All right.
Arya's got some not very good hair. Sansa's hair is gorgeous. That color is really
Yeah.
pretty. And it's like
Sansa
a
does
real
have-
red, not like what's her face evil fucking
Melisandre?
witch.
Not bottle red?
Melisandre. Yeah, her red is like fake bitch red.
Yeah.
I don't like her.
Dude with the best hair.
Jamie's got some pretty flowing locks there. I don't really like that type of hair. You know who he reminds me of? He reminds me of the king in Shrek. Was it Shrek?
What, Farquaad?
Was it? No, not Farquaad.
Oh, it's like
Maybe it wasn't Shrek. I don't know. Some like movie.
Wait, are you talking about Jaime Lannister?
Yeah.
I like his short hair. I could like
Yeah,
run my hands
I like
through
his
that.
short hair.
Oh my god, that'd be great.
Maybe he played a bad guy on another movie too. No. Here it is. Oh, it doesn't say his name.
Like
It just says the
Buster
jerk.
Voldo?
Huh?
By the way, Jaime Lannister has gone from a guy I hated to a guy I really, really like.
I know.
Yeah, he is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I hated that guy too. But now I really like him.
He's in love with a total cunt, but I still like him.
Oh, yeah. I think he's learning that she's not who he thought she was.
Yeah, that she's the total twat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
But you saw him, like, that emotion that he had with his daughter was, like,
Yeah, that was really sweet.
totally adorable.
And then
like-
ruined in like the span of 7 seconds.
Well, yeah. But, like, you saw that, like, somebody loved him and knew everything about him and still loved him for it. And wasn't
Prince
afraid to show.
Charming from Shrek.
Yes! He's like, Shrek. He looks exactly like him. Tell me he doesn't. Was it Shrek or Shrek 2? It was Shrek 2, huh?
I don't know. Jessica's tweeting at us. She also wants to know what about facial hair? Who has the best facial hair?
Oh shit.
Jon Snow.
That's a serious question right there. Like, you say Jon Snow has the best facial hair?
I don't know. I gotta look up everybody's facial
know,
hair.
right?
I'll be right
You know who
back.
we like seriously underlooked as the hunkiest, still the hunkiest? Samwell. Oh my god, Samwell Tarly. Like, oh my god. That's a wow. It's like, man, Sam gets no love. Sam gets no love. Like,
The hefty kid?
yeah, that's in love with Gilly.
Oh,
And they have
they're
a kid.
adorable. That little
Yeah, they're
love story
adorable.
that's going on, super cute.
He's super not hot, but like, I was just joking around about that whole part, but just because, you know, he's like not hot.
Who has good facial hair? You know what? Hodor's got some pretty good facial hair going on. He's got like a pretty even beard. I'm just saying. I'm looking at their pictures. He's got a nice beard.
Oh god.
I love that. I like the meme on the internet or whatever that's like Hodor and Groot should have a conversation together.
Oh god.
Hodor,
Yes.
I am Groot. Hodor,
That would be
no, I am Groot.
epic.
Right?
That would be so fucking awesome. Oh, you know who has a pretty good beard? Because he keeps it clean? Is Braun.
Yeah, I was gonna say Braun, probably. Or
Which
I
one is
mean,
he?
the sellsword.
For
The guy that was
Jaime.
rolling around with Tyrion for a while.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Renly was pretty well groomed, so
Was.
I don't know. I like either scruff or well groomed. Like it's gotta be like not crazy, and some of them
Right.
have it a little bit crazy. Rob Stark was nice. He had it
It was, yeah.
well.
Rob Stark was
taken care of.
nice in like every single like category, I'd have to say. He had great hair. He had great like facial hair. He had great bone structure. I think he was just like he was like a solid 8.5, maybe 8.9 on the IGN scale or whatever. Yeah. He was up there.
You
So
know
yeah,
what's
that-
pretty?
Later is create our own Sims of these characters that are like with perfect bone structure.
Love it. You know who's got a pretty gnarly beard going on? Tormund Giantsbane from what I think isn't he in the Wildlings? He's like redhead and he's got that like fiery red, mangly like mountain man beard. I love it. It's great. How about somebody that doesn't have any hair at all?
Ferris?
Yeah. You know. I mean, does that count? I really don't
think
like
so.
that.
Like, no hair on
He's
the
actually-
head or
He's got just no facial hair. He's got no hair on his head. He's just hairless everywhere. It's kind of creepy.
Actually has surprisingly good, well, not surprisingly good, he has, like, actually really good bone structure. And then when you see him with hair, you're like, oh, hey, that's not terrible.
I've never seen him with hair.
Yeah, you gotta look at his IMDb page.
So I think we're playing, like, game of facial hair.
I love it. Okay, so let's talk about something actually relevant to the show for a split second.
This is relevant to the show.
I know, and I love it, but I guess our listeners want something a little bit more than facial hair. I mean, they do tune in to hear very eloquent conversations every week, okay? Every week when we decide to record? I don't know.
Equal opportunity hair judgment.
Yeah. How about the Dothraki accepting Daenerys in the end? Like, what do we think about that? Are they gonna or are they gonna like make her rise as queen?
I don't. Why did you guys see the accepting? I didn't see it as accepting.
I didn't see
not
accepting
accepting,
at all.
but a question: Are they going to be accepting Daenerys, or are they going to be like, fuck this bitch?
All I'm saying is Dario and Ser Jorah better come like to the fucking rescue because
Save her ass.
yeah, two dudes coming to save your ass.
Oh, before we go any further, Jessica Coons at Jessica Coons on Twitter totally reminded me that Khal Drogo had some badass facial hair and hair, because you know the Dothraki have some badass hair.
This
This is true.
accurate.
Before we go on, yeah, I very very highly apologize for that because I completely.
That's our bad. That's our bad, guys.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially girls.
Oh my God! Somebody's already ranked the beards on Game of Thrones. Yes.
So
yeah, that's the website I was looking at to get a verification.
So I don't think there's really going to be any acceptance. I think they parted ways on like really weird terms because after Khal Drogo's death, like shit got weird, and then she sort of like went with her people, and then they went on their own merry way.
Yeah.
Drogon better get his ass up off his like his little dragon nap and like start fucking shit up again.
Right? Stop being such a little
Yeah.
bitch.
Also, is now a good time to let out the fucking dragons, the other two, like, for crying out loud, like, seriously?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, like, is she going to be able to get back there to open the door for the dragons, or is somebody else just going to be like, you know what, fuck it,
Aren't
we
they
need
hungry?
them?
Like,
Right?
are they still alive?
I know, like, right, like,
Anyone fed them?
Yeah, we need to see some
Mistake.
more dragon.
I
Yeah.
imagine that if Danny can handle or figure out how to handle Drogon, the other two will fall in line because he's the
He's bigger.
strongest and the one that's,
yeah, he's the alpha. Of the,
yeah, the alpha, that's the word I was looking for. So I think if she can get her shit together and, like, properly train her dragon, she can go take care of the other two and everyone will be happy.
So I think what might happen
Good
with
call to pick up.
the Dothraki is that maybe they're not going to completely accept her and be like, oh, Queen's back, but maybe they're going to accept her for who she is now and help her get to power so that they can also in turn have more power in the land that they're in. Because they can make like a deal with her that's like, hey, we'll get you on the Iron Throne as long as you give us free reign of half of, the land or whatever. I don't know. They can make a deal for something.
I don't think they
I don't-
care.
They don't really seem like the wheeling and dealing type, if you know what I mean.
Maybe. Maybe it's just because I haven't read too much about them, but I mean, that's what I kind of hope. Is that they'll be like, we can help you guys a little
I
bit.
don't think
Benefit
diplomacy is really their forte. But I mean, she can speak Dothraki, so like she
Right.
has that going for her at the very least. I mean, she might be like rusty as fuck on that shit though. Like she's been speaking like Valerian for like the longest.
Right?
I don't know. I don't see them bargaining at all because, like, they just want to fuck shit up. Well, I've used that phrase a
but
lot tonight.
maybe that'll be a good thing. Maybe they're gonna want to fuck up the rest of the people in the other side of, in King's Landing, and they want to take over. So maybe they'll use Daenerys to take over. I think he agrees. Either that or he's mad at me.
Gucci.
You're wrong! You're wrong!
No.
Okay, so what else do we want to talk about Game of Thrones?
Let's see.
So, my question was, out of the 3 deaths that happened, who do you think is actually dead? Like, because someone said to me, I think my roommate and I were talking about it, how we're not terribly convinced that Stannis is dead yet. Just because of the way Bran was kind of acting. Like, she was sort of lingering there. I feel like if it was, like, immediate rage, it would have been, much faster. And Stannis was just like, well, do what you gotta do. I could be wrong, but she also did a weird uppercut thing instead of, like, a chop.
She swung pretty good, right?
That dude's dead, like, as a doornail.
Separated from, like, and just the top half, like, slid off his body. She just uppercutted him.
Yeah,
I'm hoping he's dead.
His brain case has definitely been, like, separated from his body, for sure. Like,
So wait, who's our third again?
Marcella.
Who the fuck is Marcella?
Right? That's her name? The Jamie's daughter.
Yeah, she's probably dead.
She's
Super poisoned.
She's dead. I think she's dead. I think Stannis is dead, and I think that Jon Snow's coming back.
I hope. How about that?
Right.
Jon Snow. Excuse me. I hope Jon Snow's coming back.
Oh my God! Speaking of deaths and then coming back, did you see them zombified a mountain?
Yeah. Although you didn't see much of him, but yeah.
But what you did see, right up here in the eye area, was not very pretty. Yeah, G ruined that for me. We were watching it, and I was like, yeah, but the mountain's dead. He got the poison in him, right? And he's like, yeah, but the guy that's working on him is going to, like, turn him into a zombie. I'm like, if that happens, you just ruined it.
And he ruined it.
And he ruined it, yep, pretty much. That's pretty shitty.
Ow.
But then again, like, you watch TV shows without a mouth, so it's even.
Right?
Yeah.
He was not happy ever we found out about that.
That was so fun. I saw the tweet. It's like, you son of a bitch. Wasn't me. Yeah.
So if you don't follow me on Twitter, but you listen to the show, you'll know that I watched a few episodes of Modern Family without G.
Yes.
And I was like, I really hope he doesn't listen to the episode, but who am I kidding? He always listens to the episode. And then I'm, like, at work one day or whatever, or I'm at home, and I get a random text that goes, you son of a bitch! But I didn't do it! I didn't do it, I swear to God! And he goes, I've been missing episodes of Modern Family? Ah! Oh, yeah. Sorry. Oh, it's fantastic.
That's great. Oh, that's so good.
Okay. Game of Thrones. What else Game of Thrones is amazing?
What else is amazing?
Yes.
So, like, what I can't understand, or rather, I can understand it, it just infuriates me, is all the bickering and squabbling and backstabbing, while, like, in the meanwhile, all the dead are being raised to come kill everybody. Like,
Oh my
what
God.
the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you people? And then, like, it's just like people talk about it, and it's just like, well, you know, that's just a legend. It's like, motherfuckers. And then you kill like the one guy who's had like some experience and fought and slew a White Walker, and you go and kill that dude. Like, what is your major malfunction? Like, you fucking idiots.
But no one believes that that's actually a thing. Like, that's really happening, because realistically, wait, what happened to that one guy that was there that survived? His friend, not Sam, but the other guy, the other knight. Because he was there when they were fighting, and all the stuff was being risen from the dead.
In that last fight?
Yeah, one of the other crows was there. But did he survive?
The red-bearded dude?
No, that's one of the wildlings. It's like, I don't know, some weird looking dude. Let me see if I can get his name. But, like, he was there, and no one stabbed him. And, I mean, he saw all the White Walkers, so why is it so hard to believe?
Why did they stab Jon Snow? Like, why did they turn on him in the end? Was it just because he was trying to help the wildlings out, or what?
Yeah, because they thought they considered him, like, a traitor and all kinds of shit.
Well, that's
like
fucked up.
They're idiots.
Yeah, that's hella fucked up.
And that kid. Like,
oh, fuck that kid.
Yeah, seriously.
That kid, I was like, fuck you, dude. Ah, so mad.
It's like, you're such a worm.
Yeah. That whole time, I was like laying down watching the show or whatever, and as soon as that first one hit, I sat straight up and was like, no! And then every stab after was another no, and it sucked. That was my, like, most heartbreaking moment of the entire series so far. Did you find him yet?
Not yet, I'm looking. Maybe he doesn't have a name, but he was there, and he's been there like, by Jon's side for other stuff, too, so I can't remember what his name is.
So, do the people only come back as the White Walkers when it's winter and snow is on the ground?
No. It's when the White Walkers are all, like, either. And they use their White Walker magic to bring them back, I think. That's what the deal is.
Okay.
Like,
I'm like, if that's not what the power, like, if that's the power, then what happens when they get somewhere where winter isn't? Or maybe winter follows them as they come down? I don't know.
I think that might be part of it. I don't know. They have, like, really mysterious, like, magic. Like, they can take those babies and then they turn, like, if it's a baby, apparently it can be transformed into a White Walker, like we saw earlier in the show. Like, remember the guy who had that harem of women who...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they would leave the babies out because he didn't, like, want any kids.
Gilly's dead husband.
Yeah.
Creepy.
You can call them that, yeah. They had, like, the harem of, like, 15 wildling women or whatever.
And is that what they did? They just sacrificed the kid, and then he...
Well, they leave the kid out.
Walker? Yeah.
And then the White Walker would pick them up and come, and then they'd take them back to their, like, little White Walker lair, and then they'd, like, touch... Remember he touches him on the forehead, and then, like, the eyes turn blue?
No, I don't remember that. I mean, I kind of do, but I don't, like, specifically remember that point.
That was, like, really weird, and you, like, see him, like, trotting in on his, like, fucking zombie horse and shit. Like,
yeah, I don't understand how that fight's gonna go down. Not unless, like, how is that fight gonna go down? How do you guys think that fight's gonna go down? Like,
you're gonna need a lot of Valyrian steel.
My theory is that the dragons are gonna come in and take them out.
That'll help.
Versus cold, you know, like maybe the dragons are just gonna melt them all. I know that's not gonna happen, but still.
They're just gonna melt them,
right?
Melt them down. That guy's name
dragons
is
coming to go.
Edison Tollett, and he is still alive. And he was there, and they narrowly escaped the White Walkers by making it to the longboats.
Yeah,
so,
but he didn't kill Sam
happened?
either, and Sam's like John's, right-hand man. So
well, that's because Sam and Gilly GTFO.
Oh, that's right. They like
Yeah.
bounced.
Yeah. But like this guy saw the White Walkers and just like it didn't. I don't know. Maybe he was sleeping when they stabbed Jon Snow. I think I'm looking too far into this.
He's all nighty night. They're all killing him. I'm fascinated to see what the fallout is after that. Like, because the guy that led that mutiny, that one dude who thought he was going to be the Lord Commander until like the Maester or whatever his name is, like voted for Jon Snow to break the tie. Like that guy's a giant fucking douche nozzle. Douche canoe even. Like that's how big of a douche he is. He's a fucking douche canoe. Like, oh god. That guy's super loserly. What the fuck is this?
So, I want to know what's going to happen to the as-is king right now. Tommen? Because bad things just seem to follow Cersei and her kids.
Like, yeah. Loser king whose testicles apparently haven't descended yet. That guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, 2 of her kids are dead, and now she's got 1 left. So, like, what's going to happen with him?
Oh my god, can you imagine what that's gonna be like when Jaime fucking has to tell her, like, that her daughter's dead?
Oh my
Like,
god, that's going to be horrible.
She's gonna lose her fucking shit.
I loved it when they paraded her through the city.
That was awesome.
I
Yeah,
know.
I agree with you 100%.
I was like, Cersei, right, you bitch. Did they really have to cut her hair off, though? Because that was really pretty hair.
Yeah, they had to shame her. And
Yeah,
apparently
but
cutting
I mean,
off your hair
they could have
shaming
just,
you.
like, tied her hair up.
No, they went straight V for Vendetta.
Aha, Alistair Thorne. That guy's a loser.
Who's that?
That is
The first asshole that
Watch
cut
guy.
Jon Snow?
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
for the watch. Yeah. that guy.
That's maddening. So what's going to happen to the wildlings now that Jon Snow's dead, in quotes?
That is an excellent question, isn't it? Because, like, their whole treaty was with Jon, and now that he's dead, it's gonna be. I mean, that's gonna make things politically volatile, to put it mildly. I would say.
Were there more wildlings than Knights of the Night's Watch? I mean, I
Not
feel
anymore, I don't think. Well, maybe. Because a bunch there were, and then all the White Walkers came in and took care of that.
They still got a lot out on the ships and everything, you know.
Yeah. But we didn't really have a number count or like a visual of how many there is.
I just feel like the wildlings could probably take on the Knights of the Night's Watch.
Right?
But I don't know,
Plus
maybe
Okay.
next season they won't really show anything regarding that. Because, I mean, realistically, if Jon Snow is about to be resurrected, they're going to have to do it, or they can't really show anything that happens at Castle Black because it's like it's just going to be mass chaos because no one's going to listen and they're just going to be like fighting with each other and killing each other. So I don't know. I feel like it would be kind of pointless to show anything if they haven't decided if Jon Snow is actually dead or going to be resurrected yet.
Yeah.
But I mean, maybe they will focus on what Bran is doing next season.
I hope so, because he just like disappeared into that fucking tree. Seriously though, and I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, is he gonna come back and is he gonna be the true king, or is Jon Snow the true king and he's gonna come back from the dead, or is Stannis actually not dead and he's gonna come back and be the true king, or is there not gonna be a king? There's gonna be a queen and Daenerys is gonna take them all out.
Well, I think I'm like 99.9% sure that Stannis is dead. Like dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. I mean,
Yeah,
but
because Brienne of Tarth was just like, she was just like, wow, I thought you were gonna be like I thought you'd have some like shit to say, but okay.
Right? And he was
And
just
then
like, fucking do it.
Yeah, like I lost everything. Just like I'm a broken man, just fucking do it.
You're gonna die a long, painful death anyway if you don't take care of it.
So, but you know, like if I don't know if Jon Snow comes back, I think there are people that are willing to be diplomatic and actually I don't know like work together instead of being cunty and backstabbing everybody. Like I think Daenerys is capable of being diplomatic. I think Jon Snow, if like given the resources, can be diplomatic. Obviously,
we have already seen that both of them are pretty capable of being diplomatic because Daenerys, I mean, is working with Tyrion, so she's already working with the blood of her enemy, and then Jon Snow has already helped out the wildlings, even though the one wildling that mattered to him is now gone.
Right.
You know? So, I mean, obviously I don't want them to be a couple, but I think a power couple would work for them.
Right.
They could do some good stuff.
I don't know. No matter what's going to happen, someone's got to fucking kill Cersei, because that bitch is fucking crazy.
And I thought she was going to be powerless forever, and then they fucking let that bitch go, and I was like, damn it, you guys, like, oh, you almost had her.
That was like the hugest mistake. Like, she's gonna fucking. But you know what's so funny is it's like, you know, couldn't keep your dog on a leash, and look what you've created. Like you've created a monster in these like religious fundamentalists. Yeah.
So, topic brought up by Jessica Coons, at Jessica Coons on Twitter, says, I want to know what Tyrion's up to at the moment. He's standing in Dee's place, and he killed his king, his dad, his girlfriend. Like...
Gangsta at the top.
Right? Like, how are the Unsullied going to treat him? Like, I know that he was in Daenerys' good graces, but are they going to allow him to rule in Daenerys' absence?
I think as long as Grey Worm approves of it, it'll be fine. Because as long as he and the girl's name I can't pronounce because it's like way too many letters.
Right.
As long as they're both there, I think it'll be okay. Because I believe she's like a very, very good attendant for Daenerys, and she's made some pretty good, well, she hasn't made choices, but she's given some pretty good advice. So I think between the two of them, it would be okay. And then, Grey Worm will listen to her, and I think the Unsullied in general will listen to him. So I think between the three of them, they're probably okay. Though, like, with all the Sons of Harpy stuff that's going on, are their lives in danger? Probably, but, at least they can make choices.
So that's another thing. All of those Sons of Harpies, aren't the Unsullied supposed to be, like, the best fighters ever? How the fuck are they losing? Like, and where were they? You're gonna go out in the middle of the whole, like, city with, like, 12 guards.
I think, I don't know, this kind of made me angry too, because I was like, this is supposed to be the best fucking army in the entire world, like, they were bred to be an army, but...
And doesn't she have thousands of them?
I think it's because she only took so many to the Colosseum because the rest of them are out protecting the civilians.
Right, yeah, they're policing the city.
Right, so, and I think the reason they're getting their ass kicked is because, you know, it takes 12 Sons of Harpy to get one Unsullied. So, the people that came into the Colosseum could have just been the, people that are Sons of Harpy, like, hiding their masks underneath their clothes and then putting them on and, kind of, like, overruling and taking over, because obviously they're not going to walk into a Colosseum with masks on and have it be okay. But
yeah.
So I think the reason is because there's, like, 12 on one, and granted, the Unsullied do kick some ass, but you can't really kill 12 people on one by yourself, I guess. So
I would agree with you, Amanda.
But still, it makes me mad because it's like, these guys are supposed to be amazing. You think that their
unless they're being taken over by 20
better.
or 30 people, they should be able to take them out. And why do they only fight with spears. Like, is that the best weapon to fight with? I just don't understand
Spears aren't a bad weapon. They have reach, especially with a shield. You can do a lot of. I mean, stabbing is pretty effective at killing people. So
Yeah.
Stabbing is an effective way to kill people.
in
That's
the
what I learned.
Bronze
from-
Age,
As we've seen, way to rub in Jon Snow's death. Okay, thank you.
I'm just saying, like in the Bronze Age, swords weren't even the preferred weapon. It was like the age of the spear before iron and steel became a bigger commodity. You
Yeah.
had like bronze swords are really weak, and they would bend a lot. So like sometimes the sword would be like a one-use sword, and you wouldn't be able to use it afterwards because like you like go to hack a guy, and I don't know, like spoilers, like cutting someone's like limb off is really actually hard, a lot harder than it is in the movies because there's like connective tissue and bones. Like you're a nurse.
You'd have to like hack
Yeah.
at it. Honestly.
Yeah, and
Spoiler.
like bronze is a
Real.
super soft metal, so yeah.
Spoilers for all you armory aficionados out there. Okay, so I think here is about where we wrap it up, unless there's any special points that anyone wants to bring up. Any things we missed? Any jaw-dropping moments from any of the seasons of Game of Thrones?
Any of the seasons?
What was your favorite moment? What was your worst moment? What was the most jaw-dropping moment? What is a moment that stood out to you in any season of Game of Thrones?
Amanda, do you want to go first, or should I?
If you know, feel free to
Okay.
go first.
So, like, I think, like, the moment that I was, like, the most hyped was definitely when Drogon came down and, like, just started lighting dudes up. Like, that was so awesome. I've been waiting for some dragon action for, like, forever. And to have that was super cool. Like, right there, though, is, like, Joffrey's death. Like, that's, like, right there. Worst moment, probably the Red Wedding, and not as far as like I didn't like it. Just I was just like, oh my god,
that was pretty fucking shitty.
Yeah.
I did not think that the Red Wedding meant that. I thought that it was the Red Wedding meant Joffrey's death, and so I'm watching this episode like waiting on the edge of my seat for Joffrey to die because it had already gotten spoiled for me from people on Twitter because I hadn't been keeping up with it. I didn't have HBO or whatever.
Right.
And so by the time that I got it spoiled for me and the Red Wedding came out so where I could see it, that's what I assumed it was. And so I'm like waiting on the edge of my seat for Joffrey to just fucking bite it.
and you got disappointed.
And I got so disappointed.
But like the shock was good though, right? Like you were just like, oh, that sucks, but I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, every moment, okay, not every moment, but like, we'll say 75% of the holy shit, I don't see those coming, and I fucking love it. As long as it doesn't get spoiled for me.
I think
Go ahead.
I think the most, like, I'm along the same lines with the Red Wedding being the worst moment for me, but that's because Rob was always my favorite character. But I think during that, the fact that they stabbed his wife in the stomach, like, that was the first thing that they did. And they're just like, fuck your kid, and now fuck you. But I think that was, and then he had to, like, watch her die, and then Catelyn had to watch them die. And I was like, everybody's just watching everybody die. This is awful. And
Yeah, that's
then
a pretty shitty one.
when they cut off the head of his wolf and then, like, paraded it around, that made me really upset. Like, that was kind of emotional.
Oh, that's right, they killed Wolf, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Relive these
Oh
moments.
man, I was so pissed.
And then I don't think I have a favorite part per se yet, but I'm gonna be super stoked when Ramsay Bolton gets killed.
Oh, fuck
Gonna
that
get
guy.
fucked up.
Fuck that guy. We haven't mentioned him this whole show, but fuck that guy.
I'm giving you finger guns. You're so awesome, Amanda. Yes, that is awesome. Yeah, I can't wait for that to happen.
I hope he bites it good, too.
Yeah, none of that, like, oh no, he was poisoned crap. Like,
Or killing him off screen or some bullshit. I hope it's just fucking... I hope Sansa murders the shit out of him.
I know it's probably not possible, but if like he could choke on Theon's cock that he personally
I
cut
don't think
off.
that's
Like,
around anymore. Didn't they ship that off to
yeah, I know. That's why I
Ireland?
said it's not really feasible.
I mean, unless
It's
they
not really
embalmed it or
feasible.
something.
However,
Oh my god.
like if they brought back said rotting cock and like shoved
I mean,
it down
a
his
rotting
mouth.
cock would be better than a regular cock. I mean, if he's gonna die on one, I'd rather it be the rotting one.
Uh,
Oh my god. Well, okay.
internet.
I completely agree. So I have to say, one of the best and worst moments. It definitely doesn't. Neither of them make like the top of my list, but both of them are pretty high up there, and it's the same moment. So when what's the dude from Dorne was fighting the mountain for
No, I
Tyrion?
don't want to talk about Oberyn.
Oh, Oberyn. Okay, that's his name. I like him. So he goes, and you're like, oh my god, he totally just fucked that mountain up, dude, right? Like, he just hella killed him, and then all of a sudden, fucking skull crushing happens.
Oh my god, yeah.
Nowhere. And I was just like, my life. How
Okay.
did you do that?
Actually
Yeah.
thought for a moment they weren't gonna kill him. Like that was gonna be a place where
Did you
they
know it
kind
was
of
coming?
deterred.
Deviated
well-
from the book, yeah.
Yeah, I knew it was coming, but I was hoping that would be a place where they kind of deterred from the book because, like, I mean, I understand like the sand snakes were supposed to be like the revenge factor for him, which didn't pan out at all because they totally didn't do a very good job with him. But like, I was really upset because he was my second favorite character, and that was when I knew I should stop liking people. And I thought just for a moment, I was like, okay, maybe they're not gonna kill him, maybe they're not gonna kill him, and then just like, pop.
Okay, we get,
And
like,
that was the most disgusting, in-your-face death that there could have been, too.
yeah.
And as he was squeezing his head, so you know, like when you have a headache and you squeeze your head and it feels really good. I'm always afraid if someone else squeezes my head that they're gonna like smash my skull in. And then it
Do people
happened,
come
and
up to
I'm
you
like,
and like squeeze your head?
no, but like if I have a headache, G's like, here, let me squeeze your head because he's got better pressure. Like it's better when somebody else does it than when you do it
She's
yourself.
gonna pop your head.
Yeah, and I'm always like, oh my god, he squeezes so hard, he's gonna pop my brain. Shut up, don't judge me.
Well.
Like, no lie,
That's
that episode gave me PTSD. Like, for real.
I know. So now, nope, don't touch me. My headache is fine. I am okay. Don't. No. I was so taken aback by what happened. I like, oh, okay, episode's over. I'm gonna go pee. Oh, nope. Guess what? It's not. And I mean, I have to say, I think one of my saddest ones was Jon Snow. Is that legit just like one of my favorite characters, and I fucking knew it too. I got to the end of season 5, last few episodes, I'm like, yeah, they're not gonna kill Jon Snow. They're gonna keep him around. This might be the one character you can like out of this whole show. Him and Daenerys, right?
Yep.
Nope. Not for one of them.
Shit, she could die too.
Everything is fair games.
Yeah.
Fair game.
Motherfucking Dothraki might fucking, like, kill her. Like, who the fuck knows?
Dude.
Although that means, like, open season on Dario, and I'm about to move there. Just like, hey.
Yeah. Makes for good shows. Okay, so that's where we're going to wrap it up today. Amanda, where can we find you on the internet?
At Wake Up Paramore, either Twitter or, just looking it up. And you can find me on PSN and Xbox there too. So.
Awesome. Taryn, where can we find you?
At InTransit74 on Twitter, and then my PSN is just InTransit. Hashtag American States United.
Hashtag America. Woo. Whatever.
Hashtag I don't have a clue what's going on.
Tell me about some game they play with your foot. I don't know.
Football.
And you can find me at Harley Quinn 103 on on Lipstick Nerds. You can find me on Lipstick Nerds. And PlayStation, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. This has been episode 28 of Lipstick Nerds podcast. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time we decide to get around a microphone and hang out. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.